Some stories are not meant to be read. They live in our hearts for years. This is the story of a little boy who came from a tiny planet, far beyond the stars. On his planet, he was not alone. He had a rose that could be proud, demanding, and difficult to understand. Yet he loved her more than anything. One day, he decided to leave his little world behind, not to escape, but to understand, to search for answers to the questions growing inside his heart. So he began a journey among the stars. On one planet, he met a king who wanted to rule over everything, even when there was no one there to rule. On another, he met a man who cared only about being admired. Then, he met a businessman who spent his days counting stars, believing he owned them simply because he could count them. And on another planet, he found a lamplighter, faithfully lighting and extinguishing his lamp. Eventually, his journey brought him to Earth, a world larger and stranger than anything he had ever seen. There, he discovered a garden filled with thousands of roses, and for the first time, his heart sank. He had always believed his rose was unique until one day, he met a fox. And the fox shared a secret that would change everything. He taught the little prince about friendship, about trust, about the invisible bonds that connect one heart to another. And then he said, "It is only with the heart that one can see rightly." At that moment, the little prince finally understood. The value of something does not come from how rare it is. It comes from the time you give it, the love you pour into it, the care you choose to show. That is why his rose was different from every other rose in the world. Not because she was more beautiful, but because she was his, because he had loved her. And perhaps that is the lesson hidden within this story. The people we cherish, the memories we hold, the moments that shape our lives, they become precious because we give them a piece of ourselves. When it was finally time to return home, the little prince was no longer the same boy who had left. He had found what he was looking for, so he returned to his little planet, to his rose, to the place where he truly belonged. And maybe, if you look carefully at the night sky and listen closely to the laughter of the stars, you might discover that somewhere among them, the little prince is still watching.